Sunshine. We all love sunshine, and how beautiful it is whenever the days are cloudy, deepest dark, completely dark, where there's not a single ray of or drop of light. And then after that, boom and bang, the sunshine comes, and time to decide who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, and your behavior decides who stays in your life. So, yes, talking about sunshine, another very important ingredient as far as the life journey is concerned, as far as when we are going through all the deepest darkness, blinding darkness, those times we just wait for the sunshine. And I always believe sunshine is not just outside with the sun's pouring rays, but we need to embrace that within our heart also. So yes, Reshma here, welcoming all of my dear friends with a big heart filled with lots and lots of love. And I'm sure you must be having good days, jolly days, and you must be enjoying these last few days of the retarding winter. And as my Bengali heritage is concerned, this is the time we always indulge in a lot of sweet things, sweetness, desserts. In Bengali we call them pithe. Pithe means they are different kind of Bengali desserts which are very authentic with this particular season. So many different types. They actually are made up of with different ingredients, especially the gur or the molasses, which is made from the date, and which we get specifically during this winter time. So yes, winter is definitely a time for the Bengalis to devour in lot of beautiful, happy, yummy sweetness and delicacies. And along with that, there are so many snacks and things also which we Bengalis love to eat, which we especially get during this time of the year, because they are all made up of with the ingredients which we get only in the season. Yup, nowadays we get many things throughout the year, but when we cook or make those things with the things that we get throughout the year, it never tastes like that, the way how it tastes this time. And along with that, this winter season, coffee, pastry, you just say it and it's just yumminess, goodiness. And so these yummy foods are all sunshine to the heart. Means anything that enlightens us, that enlivens us, that brings us that big happiness on our face, that the eyes, they just start smiling. So those are the time of happiness, the goodiness, and we just enjoy those times, and that's what sunshine is all about. And yes, another of my personal feeling and understanding during the time of challenging difficulties is that fill your heart with sunshine, fill your heart with the happiness, because we all are in the pursuit of happiness. Now the question comes by that when we are going through the difficulties, how is it possible even to get that sunshine in the heart? Yes, it is not impossible. It is difficult, but it is not impossible. When we are going through difficult times, as I said now in the last few posts also, I was going through a very challenging time. Even during those times, it happened many a days that at night I even had the food. No dinner. I couldn't sleep the entire night. My head was throbbing like anything. Those kind of days. But when things just, became little bit in control, that time, yes, I tried. And now also I'm going through a trying time where I'm trying to bring the things together. Yes, I was just, trying to bring that sunshine within my heart. So, today, in the afternoon, I do have a lot of work in the daytime, and in the afternoon I got some time. And one thing I love in the winter, having oranges, sitting in the sunshine with the oranges and little salt. Having the oranges, dipping it in little salt and eating it. I just love it, sitting in the sunshine. And this We have so much oranges in our home, you know. But the thing is, in the last quite some time, as I said, things were not okay, not good. Not okay is an understatement. It was very difficult phase I was going through. So I just, even if I wanted, when I wanted, I couldn't. I haven't got the time, and even when I got the time, I was not in the mindset also to devour those delicacies. Now when I got little bit of, as I said, under control the thing. Today I was sitting in the afternoon outside, and I just, first I took two oranges, I ate them with, as I said, I love dipping them in little salt and eating. Once that was done, I took a third orange. I ate that. I don't know, I was just feeling good, calm. I took another orange. It was the fourth in the line. I ate that also. And then I felt, no, I had enough oranges for today. So we have, when I was having those oranges, putting those, dipping it, eating it, sunshine was there. It was a happy feeling. It was, sunshine, not just outside, in the heart. Because it is very important, when we brighten up our inner core, you can say, the heart, that starts reflecting, I believe, in the other cells also. And that time, the other cells also starts working in a certain way in our favor. And yes, another thing also, when I was just, reading this in the very beginning, as I said, I have to write many things because so often I forget my words. And another thing also, your heart decides who you want in your life. And another thing that I understood is that it is very, very important to have certain decisions at certain point of time regarding certain things, because those certain things decides whether we are going to have sunshine in our heart or not. And so that is very important. Why? What I mean is, because as I always say, most of my viewers are very, very young, and I always try to break it into the easiest possible way so that it helps all of you, to embrace it, to understand it. For example, as I said, today's example, I talked about the orange when I was literally having those. Now say, the thing is, if say at that point of time, I got some phone call from somebody. If it is not very, very urgent at that time, then I could have just, overlooked, not picked the call. Because that time the heart was having certain happiness after a long time. So why am I going to disrupt that happiness? Because who knows, that little happiness that I gathered at that point of time, it would definitely have given me, much happiness for quite certain time to come. And so when we are, especially when we are going through difficult time, it is very, very important at that time also one thing, that who we are communicating, what we are putting our energy into. That time we have to be very, very critical into understanding, not putting our energy in any XYZ thing. Because that time we are already lacking so much energy. We are tired. Yes, like right now I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. So I just cannot put my energy every here and there. I have to conserve my energy for only those things which are very, very important, absolutely important, which I cannot hold. Other than that, whatever it is, just try to keep yourself aloof from those as much as possible. Because that sunshine that we have within our heart, even for flickering of moments also, that we cultivated after a lot of struggle, we must try to be very careful about with whom are we sharing it, upon whom we are putting it, and is it worth it or not. So that is very important, keeping up that sunshine, especially in the difficult time. Because Every time we are not going to get, a lot of friends or a lot of well-wishers. There may be, but not every time. That time, it is we ourselves only we have to motivate, we have to keep going. So for those times, in order to keep going, we have to embrace that sunshine, sun outside, have those lights, take it in the feast, put it in the heart, and do those little things that makes us happy, because they are the sunshine. And I would love to share a little experience with this before we wrap it up. In the last few days, when I was going through so much, I actually don't communicate much with many people, especially, as I said, conserving of energy is very important, and doing absolutely only those which is worthy or which is really important for that time. So, in the last 2 or 3 days before, I bought a huge bunch of bananas. A huge. I love animals, and especially, the cows that move around. So I was waiting for them. And the moment I saw, it was the entire day I waited. I don't know. Coincidentally, whenever I was outside, I couldn't see any cow at that time. But every day there are a lot. So, that day it was around, I guess, 8 or 8:30 p.m. I went outside, out in the garden, and I just saw that cow. They all come every day. And 8:30, I was very, surprised seeing him. But somewhere my heart just danced with joy, because I literally wanted to feed. So I just asked him, wait. Yeah, I talked to them, and they understand. I don't know, it is a kind of a vibe. Probably animals understand the vibe. So I just told the cow from our garden, you wait, I'm coming. So I went inside, I took, that huge bunch of bananas that I bought, and then I went outside the gate, and the cow also crossed the road, came in just in front of our gate, and he was waiting for. So I fed him one by one bananas, and when he saw so many bananas, he tried to, munch faster. And so I said, no, you eat slowly. So, because when he was trying to, eat very fast, so many banana peels and things were falling down. So I just told him, you eat slowly. And yeah, they understand. I talk with the animals, so he understood, and then he started, eating slowly. And so I fed him with that entire bunch of bananas, and then I, just I nursed his head, and I just put my hand on his head, and I said him thank you, and he just looked towards me, and that time I just felt that so much happiness, that gush of happiness, that sunshine, you can say. The entire day was ruptured, but those few single moments, they were like, ash in my heart. That cow, I'm grateful to him that he came at that time, and he ate those bananas. What if he refused? So I was literally thankful and grateful to him, and I so thanked him. And that look that he gave, and whatever we communicated with a heart, that is what gave me that sunshine, that happiness. So that's why I always say that during the time of difficulties, only do those things which your heart believes worthy, and where this is what is going to make you happy, or those other things which you just cannot avoid. So yes, it is very important, to keep the sunshine, not just outside, bringing that from out in the feast, putting them in the heart. And so, my dear friends, I just shared a little of my thought with all of you. Hope it comes to you with a certain help. And thank you, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Thank you.